Hi, Big Gibber. So you have this fight coming up, right? You have this whole event in your name and Jake's name, going head to head, as two youthful people just going at it, and good for you, good for you. Unfortunately, if I had to make a prediction, unfortunately it wouldn't be in your favor. Sorry there, Gibbo, but yeah. As for reasons why, you're a fucking loser. I'm sorry, kid, but unfortunately, I've been on the tournament circuit, not as recently, just in general, before I get this shirt, and unfortunately, it just doesn't look good for you, man. And I'm willing to bet on it, in fact. Let's run down the basic reasonings. First of all, it's essentially drive. Who has more to lose? Who has that reputation, that hype behind them? Not the attention grabber, not the one that people are rooting for, the underdog and everything. The one that is just this little ball of energy that's gonna go out swiping and everything. That's fun, that's good. I think that'll serve you well for the first 2 or 3 rounds. Like maybe the first 3, looking optimistic. But otherwise, I'm afraid not, Gib. Let's run down a little bit. All right, what does Jake have that's more than you? Pretty much everything. All right, so we have reputation, image, family, music, T-shirts, music, merch. Just pretty much everything. What happens, and what are the consequences of this? You meanwhile have your friends, the coattails of which you're riding on, and Jake on the other hand, just has more at stake, more to lose, more drive. He can't lose this fight. Is the basic idea behind it, and it's very very simple. All right, so let's run down those possibilities. If he wins, his career gets to move forward. That's the bottom line of it. But if he loses, it's at least halted. He has connections to do something in the public vein, but it's at least halted on YouTube with the audience he has, with the following ad that he has right now. You, on the other hand, if you win, it's everything. It's a great big fucking party. Yay! Yay! I doubt it. Press X doubt. X. But I just don't see it going that way, personally. Because what happens if you lose? Think about it. Really think about this. Mind the birth defect, I know. But let's think about when you lose. You go home, you write it. Your friends are like, "Oh, it's all right, man. It's all right. Boxing is a hard sport. Anything can happen in it." Well, that is true. But unfortunately, then just one of your rich friends will do your job for you down the line. And people have already mentioned this, but I believe technique can break down a steam engine at the end of the day, and that's basically what it goes down to, along with the drive and just everything else that's leading up to this sort of thing. I'm glad my fellow young people are doing so well, but unfortunately, it's just not there. It's just not there, kid. At least in your favor, outside of just lucky shots and stuff. Let's break it down one step further. You yourself, you're a jokester, a jester. You get people riled up. People are excited for you. The underdog, yeah. Have fun. Do your thing and everything. But come on. How many jokes do you have to tell before you yourself? Yeah, clownery. But Jake, on the other hand, like I said, just has so much writing on this. As far as public image and everything goes, I just really think it's going that way. He has the incentive, and I frankly want to play a little game with you, Gib. I said I bet on it, so we have 1, 2. All right, some macaroons right there, real American cheddar. Here's your game, Gibber. Okay, so there you have it. The first 100 is for your fans, and the second one is for you. Contact via PayPal or Venmo. All right, whatever you got. All right, and the premise of this one is actually relatively simple. Come on, stick. There we are. Make me lose it, bitch. Huh? There we go. That's the consequence of this. I'll help you pay for an ice bath or two. How about that? How's that for a little bit of consequence for this whole thing? And I do hope you have fun. I really do. But everything I've seen so far is basically just, jokes, it's excitingness, it's hype and everything. That's great. That's what sells the fight. That's why DAZN throughout this whole thing has basically, been milking the YouTubers to the very last straw. Where else would you have it in Miami, in US, when, the UK just, I guess, has better transportation or whatever, in terms of selling out places, actually selling out them. Think KSI versus Logan, that wasn't sold out. They may have, had a good amount of pay-per-views, but they didn't sell it out. You're not going to sell this one out. How hyped can you get to a half-full stadium? I'll watch, certainly. I'd love to watch. Just to see the results. See how it pans out. But in general, like I said, it doesn't look good for you. And I mean, I won't say too much about your team, but let's just say, this man hasn't given me anything to work with. Not very comforting. Not very comforting from your side, I'm sure. But either way, I wish you luck as much as you'll need. Ooh, there it goes. Already losing that money so far there, Gib. Okay. There we are. That's more like it. Real dirty and grimy. I hope you do the same. Oh man, what were you before this, right? You just blew up on this, right? You were a fat FIFA nerd, and Jake has just been blessed with genetics from day one. I'm sorry, kid, because you can do a lap in a certain amount of time, and what? Because you lost some weight. Well, congratulations. That's bare minimum. But please, for the sake of this fight, just put on a good show. That's all you need to do. Don't get too tired or too hyped or anything of things going your way. Whatever way this turns out, you certainly don't need to win this, but nonetheless, now you have some incentive. And as far as the jokes, this is dangerous. I wouldn't joke too hard about it. Certainly leading up to this fight, you have like a week or something left. So yeah, do try and focus, all right? Because I have a couple jokes for you. This is what I don't want to see. A-peason-Limp to the stage. I can't feel my leg. I felt too cold. Get over it, kid. All right. This is a martial arts. It's one of the hardest things you can do, and frankly, I don't think you're cut out for it on a professional level. Both of you guys are both novices, but at least Jake has a year's preparation. You've basically just gotten into this with unprofessional fighters. All right. So while I wish you the best, peace from the Middle East, good old average giver. I hope you make your way past middle figures. All right. At least for the cash of it. But good luck. All right. Best of luck to you for securing the bag you can while you can. All right. Have fun. All right. Peace.